Okay, welcome everybody on behalf of Soudal. Soudal is in the business for about 45 years. We are a Belgian independent manufacturer of building chemistry, more known as sealants, adhesives, PU foams in the regular aerosol can. We also produce some specialties like tapes and countryvan. Just to give you a slide preview of some of the premises, I would like to draw your attention to the building on the top right, which is still a computer simulation. I will gladly replace this with a real picture in the coming months because the building is nearly finished. We of course incorporated some of, or more or less a lot of our products into this building. For instance, all the exterior insulation was done with a polyurethane sprayable adhesive, and of course all the paneling system was done with one of our MS-based glues. Okay, I just have got a few slides to give a very brief introduction because the second part of my presentation is done by the computer. We have a video presentation ready. I think it's quite obvious that quality sealants, and I stress the fact that we should talk about quality sealants and adhesives, can mainly improve airtightness generally in every building. I want just to point out some of the classification and some of the differences between some sealants. Hybrid sealants and silicon sealants are known to be the most elastic types, and if you want to check on elasticity, you can always refer to ISO 11600, or in the meantime, if this became a European norm as well. Hybrid sealants and silicon sealants generally take up movements of 20 to 25%, and the big advantage of the hybrid sealants, for instance the MS polymer-based sealants, is that they have an excellent adhesion on almost any substrate, even if it's slightly damp. Of course, not really wet, but if it's slightly damp, there's no problem. It will stick on nearly anything. The silicon sealants mostly have a very good adhesion on smooth surfaces like glass and metals, and have a very high UV resistance. In fact, they have the best UV resistance in the market, and they are ideal for airtight glass sealing for this purpose. Then just a word about the acrylics, which are sealants that are mainly used for interior application. If really a good quality acrylic is used, you can say, or you can put that this is an elastic and airtight extension of your plasterwork on the inside. Soudal now develops an acrylic sealant that meets the standard in the classification of 12.5E, which is quite exceptional. There's one specialty I would like to mention, which is a product that will be launched in the coming months. It is a self-adhesive acrylic that is used to glue paper barriers to the masonry or the wall construction. Then one of the questions that often pops up is PU foam airtight. A lot of people don't believe it can. We think it can. There's a few conditions, however, to be fulfilled. And the main condition, I think, is that it has to be used in the correct joint dimension, which is regularly between 2 centimeters of width and at least 6 centimeters of depth. The product we developed for this purpose is called FlexiFoam. FlexiFoam, especially in window connection joints, will thus combine insulation and airtightness. The insulation, of course, becoming more and more important. For instance, in our region in Flanders, in the north of Belgium, the thermal insulation, the thermal bridge will have to take into account starting from next year in your EPP calculation. FlexiFoam has been tested by the AIVC, but we've conducted some extensive testing at the University of Ghent in some real-time or real-life situations. With the aid of the company of Wienerberger, we constructed 2 walls in the laboratory. You can see on the left side a standard cavity wall construction, which is the, let's say, the standard way of building houses in Belgium. And on the right side, we have a passive house construction, but not the wood frame construction, but the massive passive concept by Wienerberger. We've done we have done extensive testing. Reports are available if on request. This leads me to place some red dots on the scheme that Willem has mentioned before. I think I could have added in the penetration area as well some red dots because good quality sealants like we produce at Sudal can help air tightening the building in many applications. But I want to draw your attention to the window connection joint, where I placed some bigger red dots. And for this purpose, we've prepared a small video, which I would like to show to you now.